The relationship really was that he wrote and imagined things and I brought them to life as pictures.
Bagpuss, oh hear what I sing.
Oliver decided that cats lived in the sunshine in the shop window, and what sort of shop would it be? And he thought, well, you know, it'd obviously be a toy shop, but what would they sell? Oh, well, they wouldn't sell anything. They'd be a sort of a doll's hospital. Then he saw Emily, my youngest daughter Emily, who was about 6 or 7 at the time, and he said, well, can't Emily be the little girl who runs the shop?
There was a little girl, and her name was Emily. And she had a shop.
My first drawings, which are in this exhibition, is shown as a marmalade cat. I had to get the fur made because I couldn't buy the right sort of striped fur. And I found a company in Folkestone that could dye me some material. The poor man came, delivered to me in my yard, came out of his car and took out this great piece of material. He said, I'm afraid something went a bit wrong in the kiln. It's turned out like this.
We will hush it, velvet plush it. That is better now, don't you think? That is better now, don't you think?
My wife made his paws. I couldn't cope with that bit of needlework, so my wife made his paws. It's got a really wooden block in the middle of him for stability, and attached to that are various joints made of bits of Meccano and ball and socket joints, so he can do most movements. He can open his mouth to yawn, because he does a lot of yawning. Those days when there was so much interest in space, I mean in the 60s, you know, we'd gone around the moon. We hadn't landed on the moon yet, but we'd sort of been up there, and the BBC were interested in a sort of space program.
Well, that must be a rocket.
I wasn't really keen on going out looking at lots of materials to buy. I used to what was around, and so you get rockets which are made of Domestos bottles and yogurt pots and things like that, sprayed silver. It's amazing what you can do by a bit of recycling like that. We sometimes disagreed. We had a bit of a discussion about what Ivor the engine looked like. Generally we agreed in the end because we had the same sort of taste, and also we both rather liked the sort of idea of the gentle stories where there was no aggression really, and everyone was rather happy and gentle and sort of contented.